we have 0 drop frames, we have a green OBS square, and slightly over 3000 KB per S, so Periscope's gonna yell at me about that. Oh, wait, no, we're going down to 25. There we go, yeah, down to 2.5. Alright, so, the last time we were playing Final Fantasy X, we got through a really grueling set of fights, because you can't heal. You have to use those Albed potions. Yeah. I mean, they're nice potions, but you need, like, you've got to have... Yeah, I'm glad that I have two people with the special use skill that can use them. Anyways, so we run into the Bevel Temple, and if you saw the tweet on this, I played ahead a little bit, and yeah, this doesn't look like it's going to be very fun. I feel like it might just be a graphical showcase more than, like, a real puzzly kind of thing. Here we go. I mean, there's a little bit, there's a little bit of interaction in the way that, like, when you see those arrows flashing, then you press A when you're over the direction you want to go. So if you go straight, you just kind of blank out. Yeah. And it's like, is this a new area, or am I repeating this part? But then, yeah. It's a Sisyphean trial. So you could take out the little sphere, put it into the socket here. Yeah. It'd really be nice if you could hold 2 spheres at once. It is. It should be... Like, it might take a couple of social platforms a couple of minutes to announce on it. Let's see here. Did mine? Because if mine didn't, then that would mean that... Oh, wait, yeah. The Periscope's up. Let's check the... It looks like... Yeah, the Restream chat has it on. YouTube's up, alright. Okay. Yeah, I usually link people to the YouTube one, because that's the one that the chat works most of the time. And it's got like the most familiar stuff for people who want to contribute. And it's got like links to Streamlabs and all that. Push this thing, you. What happened to your pushing power? Push, Waterman! Or does it have to have a sphere? Or does it need a sphere in it before you can push it? Yeah, now it looks like now it's acting like an object that can be pushed. So we need surplus spheres. I mean, I could imagine the reasoning being that you have to, I could imagine the reasoning being that you have to have one hand free to interact with other objects. Yeah. Maybe we can take the extra sphere out of here. Like, the closest thing... They even... Like, I feel like this altar thing is just a workaround for being able to hold only one sphere. Because now if you're pushing an altar around and holding one sphere, then... Or if you're pushing a full altar around, then you've got however many spheres are in the altar, plus one in your hand. So maybe I have to go around and collect as many spheres as I can, and always just make sure to keep one of them in this altar. Why am I staring right at his face? I remember playing this very briefly on its original release on PS2, and it seemed ahead of its time, but I only played the first little bit. I remember there being a lot of complaints because they took out the active time battle system, and that was a distinctive thing about Final Fantasy, that they had the time bars. Well, the thing that it reminds me of, that this new time bar, that this new turn bar reminds me of, is a Dreamcast game called Evolution. It feels like they directly pulled the Evolution battle system. Evolution Worlds battle system. It later got ported to the GameCube as Evolution Worlds, because it was two games, Evolution 1 and 2. So, is there anything on this side? It doesn't look like... Oh, wait, yeah, there is an extra sphere on that side. Aha! So what happens if I take this one? Looks like there's no consequence for taking this one. So yoink. You're coming with me, sphere. I guess you were originally supposed to take the one from there and just put it on the other side. Now we have this new direction we can travel. Alright, is there anything? Yeah. Grab a sphere, Titus. There we go. If you see me fidgeting in front of something, I'm usually just frantically pressing the interact button. So this is where a destruction sphere goes, isn't it? I think that's the shape of the destruction sphere walls. Yeah. Periscope isn't working? Or... Oh, is it... You can't share or anything? Weird. Mm-hmm. So looks like the first corridor on this level is a dead end. So this will lead me straight back along this one. Aha! There's a sphere in that wall. glyph sphere. I don't remember where I could put a glyph sphere. I suppose any socket would do. Probably not the destruction socket, because that one's kind of obvious. Just wondering if there's another... What if that lower one down there? The one that I took the first sphere from. The green one, the clear one, is the glyph sphere. So if I put you over here, then what? Hey, Twin World! So looks like nothing happens if I put it here. Yeah. Did they want to? Yeah. I wonder if they zoomed in on his on the back of his shirt, or they have that angle so that you could see his hood react to the momentum. Yeah. Yeah. If I take that sphere out, it's gonna undo my... Oh! Is that... No, that can't be from the glyph sphere, can it? Let's see, this just leads into a dead end. Gotta go that way, baby. This is the glyph. This one's the glyph. I was tempted to look up a guide in doing this one just because there's so much waiting for stuff to happen that I just didn't want to bother. The first treasure that you could find in these temples, I think so. The red armlet is what I'm talking about, the one for Kimari. That one is pretty useful. I think I still use it now. Equip Kimari. Yeah, you still got it on. Fire, Ice, and Lightning Ward. What did he find? Slow Ward. He's got some stuff with customization spaces, so, I mean, there's that. I could probably make this one into a status ward. See how I'll have... Oh, okay. The destruction sphere is in here. That's weird. That I remember the 4 diagonal corners on a square represents the destructions. Yeah, I could grab this one. Meow meow. And you're forced to fall down the pit. So I believe this would go into this one. Hi, Squeaky Cat. This way. Uh-huh. Yeah, this is the wall I was looking for. One socket. I'll have to figure out how to... Okay. Oh! How can I fix that? It's okay. I'm glad you noticed this early on. We are only about 17 minutes in. So yeah, you should be... There's one of my volume meters. You should be making noise, but you're not. I need to capture... Let's see, here it is. PC audio capture. Use speakers. Yes. Try... Oh wait, I might have to hit OK or something. Okay. Okay, try saying something.
Okay, testing!
Oh, that's better.
Testing. I could hear it.
Yes, good.
Okay.
So whatever OBS was using as a default was not capturing you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was like...
I'm glad you noticed that.
I went to listen just to make sure.
Right, I'm gonna have to go back to a socket that I could put this bevel sphere into. So carrying 3 spheres is not useful unless the one that you're holding is going to be used right away.
Mm. I think you need to go down those stairs where you do the close-up of the face.
Oh, right, that's where that's where an empty socket is. I was thinking there would be one at the end of this hallway.
I don't think so. I think it's just up the stairs. Well, whatever you want to call it. The platform thing where you see the... Seriously, I think it was just for them to show off.
Yeah.
Like, look, we can do faces now! They don't look like a cluster of pixels! Depending how crummy your TV screen was, a cluster of moving pixels.
Yeah, on a CRT.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say... Oh, I'm supposed to use the destruction sphere on the second corridor here.
Let's give it a whirl.
Because then there's a wall that I think I need to break just beside me. My destruction sphere is here. Aha. Aha. Well,
Oh,
that's
that did a
unusual.
thing.
Yeah, it clearly connected, but huh.
Like, what did it do? I mean, it both did and didn't do something. Okay.
Yeah. Then into the pit we go.
Whee!
Then we go to the first one.
This is a Switch port, right?
Yeah, this is the Switch HD Remaster Collection.
I wonder what's the difference between all the systems. Like, I don't know. So far, I have the PS3 port and the PS4 port. I don't have the Switch port, but the PS3 port was pretty much free for me because all the games already loaded on there.
Yeah. So what happens here? Okay, so you have to take the altar over here, and then it does its thing.
Oh, okay.
So is this progress or is this secret?
Either way would be great.
Oh hey, a sphere thingy. Let's unclack there
Unclack.
and clack here.
Pretty much the noise it makes, I guess.
Was that screen flash necessary?
Eh,
Oh, right. Stepping on
guess
this.
so.
Stepping on this would summon that altar, wouldn't it? Yeah, there we go. So here's where I would need another Bevel sphere. Because I can't push the altar.
Yuna?
Oh,
Inside, maybe?
well, that
What are we
works.
standing here for?
We went past it.
Yeah.
Hey! You can stuff your taboos!
I love after all they went through, they're still like, no, it's taboo.
Yeah, Owake's.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Kamari's at this point where he's like, oh yeah, I'm done.
Yeah. I'm already done with this crap.
Very much. Poor Waka, he tries. He tries so hard. But, yeah.
Yevon will smite us!
What's that?
With their allowed machina.
They join with the Summoner, and together receive the Aeon. They are human souls, imprisoned in stone by ancient Yevon rites. The dead should be allowed to rest.
Yep, definitely not creepy at all.
Wait! Don't come out!
So he does anyway.
There's the last of them. You are to stand
There's logic.
trial.
Mr.
I
Flatface.
expect it will be a fair
Yep.
trial.
And pretty much anyone who isn't a protagonist is
Of course.
Mr. Flatface. Or Mr. Flatface.
Yeah.
That always bothered me on this game. Like, they couldn't even on the HD find some way to round it somehow. Oh,
Yeah. You can really see the rough edges.
The High Court of Yevon is now in session.
I mean, yes, it's more polygons, but it is a flat face.
Yeah,
Sacred
it was
officers
machine
of this
remastered.
court seek nothing but absolute truth in Yevon's name. To those on trial, believe in Yevon and speak only the truth.
Maester Kelk Ronso.
Wait, is his last name Ronso, or is she
Summoner
calling him
Yuna.
by his species?
His
You
species.
have sworn to protect the people of Yevon, true?
Yes,
Then consider.
Well, I'd imagine, I
You have
think his
inflicted
last name is
dire
pretty much his
injury on
species.
Maester Seymour
Oh.
Guado.
I think it's one of those
Conspired
type of
with the
deals.
Alfed and joined in their insurrection. These are traitorous and unforgivable crimes that disturb the order of Yevon. Tell this court
Law and
what
Order,
possessed you
Final
to
Fantasy
participate in such
Edition?
violence.
Yevon Edition?
Your Grace.
Where you are
The real
guilty
traitor
until proven
Is
innocent.
Maester Seymour.
Yeah.
He killed his father Jiskel with his own hands.
Even if
What
they're
is this?
witnesses, they're not valid.
Hadn't you heard?
Not only that, Maester Seymour
Especially if Seymour's involved.
is already dead.
Yeah.
It
He's
is
just a
summoner's
dirtbag.
sacred duty to send the souls
He's
of
basically the
departed to
Chrono
Far
Trigger
Plains.
Chancellor.
Yuna was only
Except
doing
to
her
not
job
entertaining.
As a summoner.
Yeah.
Like, oh
Grand
no.
Maester Micah,
It's kind of creepy
please
too.
send Seymour now.
Send the unsent to where they belong?
Yes,
Evil chuckle.
Maester?
Yeah,
Send
that's very
it.
church-like.
You would have to send me.
Oh,
Grand Maester Micah is a wise leader. Even in death, he is invaluable to speak.
zoom in of Waka's face.
Yeah. The prominent
Enlightened
teeth
rule
always
by
gets
the
me.
dead is preferable to the
I
misguided
think
failures of the
someone
living.
somewhere at Square Enix was just proud of
Life is
Yeah.
Waka
passing
who
dream.
turned out.
Yeah.
They wanted to zoom in on his face as much as humanly
Men
possible
die,
without
beasts
making
die,
it glaring.
trees die, even continents
Well,
perish.
too glaring.
Only the power of death truly commands its spirit. Resisting its power is futile.
Yeah, that couldn't raise
What is
any ways for corruption.
I'm
Dead
a
people
summoner.
rule this place.
Like my father before
Yeah.
me. I am on a pilgrimage to stop the death that sin brings. Are you telling me that too is futile? Grand Maester Micah, I am not alone. All the people who have opposed sin, their battles, their sacrifices, were they all in vain?
Not in vain. No matter how many summoners give their lives, sin cannot be truly defeated. The rebirth
I feel like
cannot
there's
be
not
stopped.
too much focus on Yuna's different colored
Yet
eyes.
the
I don't
courage
know.
of those
Yeah.
who fight
That's so
gives
cool, though.
the people hope.
I don't know.
There is nothing futile
Although it is
in the life
harder
and
to
death
notice
of
a blue
summoner.
eye and a green eye together. It's not as, like,
Never futile,
I don't know.
Yeah.
never ending.
They don't... Like, I guess they wanted to
Indeed,
do
that is
something,
the
like,
essence
really
of
cool with their design,
Mm-hmm.
but then never just elaborated.
Micah,
Never elaborated on it. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
pretty close in color.
Heaven is
Yeah.
embodied by
And on
eternal,
PS2 graphics,
unchanging
it's very hard to tell.
summoner.
I wonder if maybe it was the result of an error that they just kind of ran with.
Right.
Like they didn't intend for her to have different colored eyes, but because of some texturing error, or modeling error, or shading error, or something like that, it turned out that way, and they're like, okay, she has 2 different colored eyes.
Yep. Oop, I messed up. She's a chimera now. Deal with it.
What?
Get me out of here! I want
That is
out
one
now!
weird scream.
You hear me?
And
waste
you
your
could
breath.
really tell the rendering in this room.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I wonder how long until they notice the
Man.
scribbling on the floor.
I hope Yuna's okay.
She is strong. She'll
I
make
wonder
it.
what it reads.
She'll make it?
Pretty darn
What,
curious
so she
to
could die?
wonder what Easter eggs were behind that.
Message from the developer.
Why is it
Maybe.
everything in Spira seems to revolve around people dying?
Isn't the
Spiral
first
of
time.
death.
Huh?
Summoners challenge the bringer of death, sin, and die doing so. Guardians give their lives to protect their summoner. The Faith are the souls of the dead. Even the maesters of Yevon are unsent. Spira is full of death. Only sin is reborn, and then only to bring more death. It is a cycle of death, spiraling endlessly.
Should just be there's probably a pic out there of Auron. Just a scribble of Auron with the word death written like a million times behind him.
Sentence? Don't you mean execution?
Really now, what person would execute a dear friend?
You would.
And that's the end of that scene.
Like in a D&D session.
Yeah.
We'll get back to that. Let's go to this person. Oh, no. Still back.
This is just like,
Looks like
5
you're
minutes
next.
later.
I love
Next for
how
what?
he is a blitzball player, and they're like, let's just put him in water.
Yeah.
I still don't understand how that works, but, you know.
We're all amphibious
Where's
swimmers.
everybody else?
But let's try drowning people to execute them.
Floating down there somewhere, maybe.
That'd be an interesting thing. Maybe they do have some kind of amphibious gene, for all we know. Although that raises a lot more ethical questions than it does, you know, answers.
Yeah.
What's our sentence?
Think they expect us to give up and die down here?
Oh, well, that's a
I guess
lame way to kill
it'd be
someone.
more like throwing them into water would then just be like throwing a
I don't know.
non-amphibious person
Wonder
into a
if we should
dungeon
wait for her.
to let them rot without having to actually execute
Let's
them.
wait at the exit.
If there is an exit.
Look at my boobs.
I mean, it isn't as bad as Lulu's.
I'm just thinking about like why is she posed like that?
I'm fan service.
Seems my
Yeah.
father's murder troubles him.
Although, there are a lot of Final Fantasy women who have their cleavage just like, I'm here.
Yeah.
Hardly usable.
However,
Like a lot of, well,
the
a
summoner
lot of
Yuna,
them on
daughter
8,
to
I
high
know.
summoner
have
Brad,
it. And
8
then,
and 7
like,
for sure.
17
Anyone where they're like
Tifa at least.
yeah. Where they anywhere where they look like adult humanoids. Adult humans or adult like elves or elf-ish or animalistic humans.
I understand.
Yeah.
But when they look like cartoons, then it's not so much.
Let it go, Seymour.
Or pixels. When there were pixel art, then it
No
wasn't
one thrown into the V of
that
Yuriko
bad. But there was
has
still
ever
like
survived.
there was still fan service in the writing, in the sense that
there's always a
like
small
Final
chance
Fantasy
that they
V
might.
has a scene where 2 guys walk in
Praise God
upon
that they
a girl
exit
changing,
kill
that kind of
any
thing.
who emerge.
Sir, Leave that
I
to
would
me.
like to say, well, with the pixelated ones, you do have like Celeste and also
Celeste and
Allow
Terra?
me to do this
yes,
because
Yeah,
she is
where they're
my
wearing
bride.
bikini armor.
yeah,
Wait.
essentially.
Yeah.
You do not trust me?
I can just say my favorite character
Would you
from
trust
6
a
is
man who
Edgar.
murdered his father?
Yeah.
He's just
Very well. As you
he's just loud and proud, like, oh hey, I'm the flirtatious one, but he's also very bold and noble. But
Yeah. What I really like is that each character brings their own, like, game changer.
my favorite part is when Tara uses magic the first time, and both Edgar and
Yeah.
Walker are like, wait, what?
Like, jump out of the frame so that they can talk.
Yes, I love the fourth wall breaking moments. They're just like, mama, magic?
Let's see, stone panels are scattered throughout the Via Perifico. Step on one to transport yourselves to the next in the indicated direction. Nothing will happen if there's no panel to receive you at the far end. Okay, so this is one of those Chips Challenge puzzles.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep,
just
yep.
Yuna. All right,
Yep.
let's see how far behind she is.
Before me, I'm like, wait, I'm walking as Yuna? What? I didn't know she had a walking, Oh wait, she does have a walking animation, at least at the first part, but
Yeah. So I'm sure that, like, for all the time that she spent out of the party, she should have gained something like 10 sphere levels. What's the next thing she can learn? Looks like just a bunch of stats, so it'll be a while before she learns Reflect. Oh, and I do want her to learn Reflect, though. I kind of wish I had stalled and ground a bit more off camera just to get her there before losing.
Leave her out, just kind of grind her just a little.
Yeah.
I'm just like, okay, get a few dings on the head so I can level you up. You're pretty much useless unless if people need healing.
Oh.
Or buffers.
What is alchemy? Can I check it via customize?
I mean, unless if you're fighting Seymour, for example, and you need like the null, element things.
Yeah, the one I've been using, I think this is actually one of her starting. Oh no, wait, I must have found one of these. But yeah, this isn't particularly interesting. It's got sensor on it, which is why I keep it on there. She's also got a stone touch, but I want to know what alchemy does. And it's not listed here.
Well, try adding an ability and see if you could go.
Oh yeah. Let's add piercing. No, I can't look at it. And I had to give up a level 2 key sphere to add piercing. Wow. Let's add sensor. That's what I
Yeah,
use the
that's
other
not worth it. Not on Yuna. I would be wasting it on her.
Especially since it's my last one too.
Use it to level up a character to somewhere they haven't been.
Kimari's, like, the characters are starting to sort of invade each other's areas. Kimari is in probably where Riku's supposed to be, and Riku's going back to where Kimari's supposed to be, and she might end up going into Yuna's territory as well.
It does help having a backup Yuna because you get more advantage with like the null elements. So say like if you have a monster or a boss that's heavy hitting on elements.
Oh yeah, you can stack them up faster.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed in one of the previous streams that casting Null Blaze and then Null Tide, casting Null Tide does not cancel out Null Blaze; it stacks on top of it. So that was an interesting discovery.
Yep. And then usually I try to have Tidus on the team because he has haste. And that's usually a good thing to have whenever you want to beat a boss quicker or monsters.
Yeah, yeah. One of these guys is weak against fire.
Double the turn, so why not?
Yeah.
And then if it's a lower end enemy, you could also cast slow, so to where if it's a difficult enemy, you could just have it to where you've got double the turns and they have way less.
Let's give this guy some abilities.
I didn't get to see this, but on the Blitzball, did you win or no?
No.
Oh, it's so difficult.
Yeah. I think I'll just try and do Blitzball off screen. If I have to do like 200, if I have to do 200 matches, then yeah, I'm gonna want to do that off screen.
I think you're to the point where you can't play Blitzball right now, though.
Yeah.
But I won it once by the skin of my teeth by 1 point. There was only 1 point won in the entire game. I just managed to somehow keep the ball away from the other team.
Yeah.
And won. I'm like, okay, I'm good. I got this. For the first time I've won.
Which one of these can run healers? Because that's the one I'm probably going to want to bring out the most often.
Well, if it's an elemental one, they could just cast, like, fire ability on themselves.
Yeah,
like,
I guess.
Shiva, I usually always do, like, an ice ability on herself, and it heals her.
Alright, let's do that then. So I'll summon Shiva. Whenever she needs healing, I'll just have her ice herself.
Although I would recommend grinding your characters, if possible, up to their max.
Alright. Alright. I'm thinking, like, in here, it probably isn't the best idea. Summoning Shiva against these watery-looking things doesn't seem like the best idea either. Oh wait, this one's weak against ice, and that one is. And this one's neutral to it.
What about electricity?
Yeah. There's electrical too, there's Ixion, I suppose.
Seems like there isn't too much upgrades for Unistaff. Usually by this time, that's pretty much the only staff I have.
Yeah. Still not sure what that alchemy thing does. Like, I could swear that there was a way to, like, hit select or start or something to get a cursor that you could just move to the right and hover over that, like, alchemy ability or whatever is displaying just to see what it does. I might actually have to look this up off screen somewhere.
Actually, let me do this.
Alright.
Okay, so this is actually better in FX 2, but what alchemy does is double the potency of recovery items.
Ah.
It's a handy little thing. See? I like getting the more elemental Aeons because, yeah, you could cheat by using ice or whatever their element of choice is.
Yeah. Somehow I kind of forgot that for this game. One of the things that I remember about all the Final Fantasies is that if you see an undead, then throw potions at it.
Oh, like in Final Fantasy VI. The ghost train?
Yeah.
You throw a phoenix down and it's just dead.
Yeah.
Like, well, you know, that works. I have one phoenix down, I'm keeping it for the boss. Throw the phoenix down, instant win. Yay.
There was a tutorial on a new feature, but I forgot how to use it. And that was that you could change the summon animations. You could speed them up a little bit.
On this version, you should have the option to skip them. Whenever you're done with the battle, go to options when you're on the main menu.
Alright.
Should be there. I already had it, like, selected because I played the original a lot and I got tired of seeing the animations every 5 seconds.
Yeah. I mean, like, I was okay with the long summons before, but now that I'm going to be doing summons every battle, and it's probably going to be Shiva every battle.
I recommend grinding all of them, though.
Alright.
Just saying.
Aeons, there it is, short.
Short.
There was a thing...
I do that on Final Fantasy VIII, too.
Well, I remember for 8, the first time I saw 8, someone was demonstrating it, and they had a special ability that while you're watching the summon happen, you mash this button. You have to hold select and mash Y or something like that. And as you mash the button, there's this little counter that goes up, and on screen there's a little thing that tells you when to mash and when to stop. And you could bring it up to 250, and that'll actually strengthen the summon by 250%. So that's why the summons are long there. I'm not saying it makes it any less repetitive or tedious, but I could see why they did it. They wanted to turn it into something a bit more playable. I remember those things. Those things were weak against fire. So let's bring Ifrit down.
Ifrit.
So if I just attack, would that be fire elemental? Oh, looks like I have to do electric against those guys. Oh, right, it's water and... yeah, water and electric. Fire and ice.
Long time no sleep.
Hey, Anna. Long time no sleep. What terror? Oh, I wasn't paying attention to his health.
Oh. No!
Fire guy. Well, at least there's a save sphere. I can
Yeah.
charge it back up.
When in doubt, grind about.
And the squeaky kitten is trying to stand on my cough button. No. You get to snuggle here.
It's me, it's VeryRandomButterfly.
Is this other voice? Yes, it's VeryRandomButterfly.
Hello.
I think if her channel isn't linked in the video now, then I will link it afterwards. Or you could link it if you like. Link your channel in the chat.
Oh, okay. I need to do more art-related stuff on my channel, but it's more or less a situation of, oh, I don't have time.
Well, you're getting thrifting done, so there's that.
Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh, so much particle glass. I think that'll work, yeah. That's my channel. Uh-oh.
Yeah, it was hard to sync up my sleep schedule for the past couple of weeks. I've mostly been trying to stick to game dev.
Mm.
I'm doing something in Unity and something in HTML.
I remember one of my friends, she was saying, what was it? She's been working not in Unity, but I can't remember the other one. I was going to say it, but I can't remember it. It's not Unity. It's another very popular...
Unreal?
Unreal, yes. And she was saying the thing that she liked about it was how the scripts say, like, if you forgot something in the script, how it's layered, you could just... It's more like a map type of deal.
there's something that I use called construct that lets you sort of build the script out of blocks. So you can pretty easily see if something is missing. So like the block will either have an error or it won't activate.
I'm really like it, the most buggy engine ever. I honestly don't know. I've been wanting to get into just playing around with game engines, but I get stopped every time when coding comes to play.
Yeah.
I'm just like...
Both Unreal and Unity use coding, but let me think here. There's a free one called Scratch that uses the same code blocks as the one that I use is Construct, but Construct has a cost. And apparently, well, there's some complications around it that I'd probably be best not to get into during the stream. But let's see here. Scratch is basically it's one of the first block coding frameworks.
Lulu. It's okay. I know.
Oh, hey, what are you doing here, Lulu?
I'm here for fan service.
And to just stand in a dark corner and brood.
Pretty much what she does. Probably the most unfit character to live in a tropical island.
Yeah, with all the fur.
Yep.
It might be like... I want to say maybe it's like cat fur, or like the kind of fur that just wicks heat away.
Not sure, but definitely not, like, tropical weather dressed.
Yeah.
I don't know.
As you could see, like, there's a whole bunch of belts holding it together as well.
Yes.
As is Tetsuya Nomura's modus operandi.
Oh, that's not fun. Anna was saying she went to make shrimp to eat, but it turns out it's still frozen. Too lazy to eat them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we have like these. We have like frozen shrimp rings available. Frozen shrimp rings available, and people will just open them up and eat them. Like, dip the shrimp as soon as the dipping sauce is unfrozen. The shrimp will still be like ice cold and kind of crunchy from the ice, but they'll eat them anyway.
Shrimp rings.
Yeah. That, like, it's, you take one of those, like, bundt cake pans, and arrange, and you make a little plastic mold out of it, and you arrange the shrimp around it, so that they form a big ring.
Oh.
I don't know, I think a Google search, I don't think it's that rare, a Google search should,
Bundt pans are just, like, round cake pans with the little holes.
Yeah, they're like big donut pans, except you bake cakes in them.
Oh, witchcraft!
Where? You live in the US, don't you? They've got to have these things down in the US.
We don't have shrimp rings, but we do have bundt pans.
Yeah. I mean, if you just imagine a bundt pan upside down so that it makes like this donut-shaped bump, and then just stick shrimp around it so that it goes round and round. America doth not have these things.
We do have bundt pans. The cake pan with a little hole in the center.
Wait. Yeah, she spelled bunt correct. Wait, no. It's B-U-N-D-T.
Yeah, B-U-N-D-T pan. Bundt
Okay,
pans
so she knows what a bundt pan is.
Bundt pans are for old ladies who beg and forget.
To forget their dead. I thought it was just so that the middle doesn't go soft. Or so that the middle isn't under...
For pound cake.
Really? I have a pound cake pan.
My great aunt always has this one pound cake recipe, which I really want to get it because it's so good. One of my favorite things is at the end, it's almost like a cookie.
Huh.
I'm
not sure I would like it like that. I usually like it when it's really soft. Unless you mean like the soft cookies.
It's like the front, well, it's at the ends. It's got like a crust at the end.
Alright.
The rest is really soft.
Alright.
But the crust at the end is almost like a really good vanilla cookie. Like,
Failure is not an option.
All I want is just that batter to be baked on a big sheet, made into cookies.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good, actually. My sister made butt cake a lot when I was little. One time she was overboard on baking soda and didn't. Oh, and it didn't cook thoroughly.
Oh no!
What element is this thing? This thing is, I want to guess fire? Piercing weapons, so that's Auron. And this thing is weak against fire. Wait, did I put Pierce on any of my... No, we were saving that because it took a key sphere. So...
Take one on the big shelled guy and, worry about the elemental for, Lulu.
Yeah. So it's Auron's turn. He pierces this dude. Lulu does the fire stuff on this dude. I can just imagine, like, overboard on the baking soda. I can imagine tasting the baking soda.
Yes.
Like not just tasting the undercooked cake, but the ugh.
It doesn't sound like a fun day.
I should put her stone touch wand back on her.
Gross, wet, gloppy baking soda.
Yeah.
Ugh. Anyone want a baking soda cake?
I mean, I like my baking soda toothpaste, but
like eating a handful of
grody toothpaste.
minus the mint, I bet. Oh, these things.
Oh, it's immune to stone touch. Let's try some Bushido.
No mercy.
Annihilated, apparently.
I'll work.
Just disappears from the battlefield.
Auron is too OP, I swear. We didn't even have baking soda toothpaste. We had regular, and my mom would pour actual baking soda.
I mean, that's not bad. It'll still work, but
on top of it, it does help remove extra tartar. But
yeah, but still,
yeah.
I mean, I could just imagine. Like this is parent logic. There's no way to predict what that thing's gonna do. And I want to just smack it with Stone Touch, but that's not gonna help. I don't want to summon anymore because I have an actual party. Prey seems to be the best move for her.
I don't know what this thing does. Honestly, I think it's just a lot of random crud.
Yeah. Let's see if I can threaten it.
You don't want to move.
Looks like that works. Now, let's see, if it's water, it means I want to cast Thundara. Right? Yeah.
All this technology, and I still have to floss by hand. Blasphemy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Flossing is the thing. Like, I've got a water flosser, but they're saying that it doesn't replace regular flossing. So, if you want to use a water flosser, that's great, but you also have to use a regular flosser, too.
Kind of reminds me, I saw... Well, remember that infomercial with the ear cleaning thing?
I don't. Tell me about it.
So, they made it sound like cleaning your ear with a cotton swab is just so uneasy and not, you know.
Yeah.
They made it harder than it really is.
So it is you.
As most infomercials do.
We rode
And
the
they're
airship
like,
to the
don't use a
then
cotton
came to the
swab,
valve.
use this ear vacuum thingy.
Summoned us
Ew!
ordered us to
That sounds
deal
dangerous.
with the traitors.
Well, it was supposed to be gentle and whatnot.
You will fight us.
Yeah, no.
The temple's orders are law.
And every time people were using the cotton swabs, they were like, "Ow!" Like
you're a traitor.
You know,
His guardians.
people know better not to
Yeah.
put the whole thing in their ear.
Are not here.
I mean,
I
and
will
not only
do
that,
this unhappy
they
deed
tell you
myself.
at the store these days, well, at least in my area, they tell you that
Forgive me,
these are
Lady
not for
Yuna.
cleaning ears, you know.
Mhm.
When you buy things like Q-tips and cotton swabs.
Everyone does it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't anymore just because I just don't. I figure you don't really need to clean your ear that much anyway. Because I mean, we have this thing called we have like a little tube between our ear and throat, and that's basically where all the melted wax goes. It's I mean, it's gross, but I mean, it's been happening for all our lives, and we've never noticed it anyway. So.
But ironically, that's one of the reasons why a cotton swab was invented. There was a mother who had was cleaning her baby's ears, and what she used instead was a pin, like a safety pin,
yeah,
and cotton. I'm like, why? Why would you do something like that? That sounds like a no idea.
Yeah. And like with a baby,
I'm sorry, Anna.
With a baby, a baby wouldn't even, like if it hurts. No, I don't even want to imagine it.
Yeah, no. Cotton swabs are safer. I'm sorry, Anna. I'm really sorry.
I remember there was some alternative ways of cleaning the ears, like well, no, there were quack ways of cleaning the ears, like the candle wick method.
Oh.
Like, I mean, the logic is that it's earwax, right? So it should melt or something, and then the wick would soak up the melted wax and burn at the tip or whatever. I don't know. I want to say, if you really want to clean your ears, go swimming. Just go swimming in a public pool. By the time you're out, your ears will be just the cleanest that they'll ever be. As clean as they'll ever be.
Well, maybe not a public.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've gotten
And I mean,
swim with people at public pools before.
It melts away a little bit in showers if you like to take a hot shower. But I find that, like, I wouldn't take a shower for more than 15 minutes. Whereas if I go swimming, I'll go swimming for a couple of hours. What is this guy weak against? I don't think he's weak against anything.
I've actually got to be careful about certain water parks because I normally don't get swimmer's ear, but I do at certain water parks. But I think it's because they don't clean their water that well, or their pools that well.
Alright. Yeah, the pools in my city are pretty good. Like, the two that I remember, there's the Churchill swimming pool, which is cold, but is very well maintained. There's VeryRandomButterfly, which is very hot. I don't think it's for conventional, like, lap swimming, but I think it's like 30 degrees, but it's really good if you don't want to jump into a cold pool. But bad if you want to exercise.
Yeah.
Oh, and then there's the wave pools, and those are, I mean, you're going to spend hours there anyway.
Those are not for exercise, those are for just like...
I mean, those are for fun, but because of the waves, you're going to get exercise anyway.
And RIP if you're sitting on an actual inflatable tube.
Oh, well. I have to wonder what your water bills are like. I get flack. When I was growing up with my parents, I would get flack every month about taking long, hot showers.
I'm usually, if I'm taking a shower, it's like 5 minutes done.
Yeah.
As opposed to like a bath that's like 45 minutes, maybe?
Oh, well.
I don't know.
That attack did nothing to me. I'm used to that just devastating the battlefield. This is one really weak Ixion. Fast, though. Fast, but weak. I was thinking about maybe getting some kind of, like, once my hair grew long again, getting some kind of special arrangement so that I could wash my hair separately. Like, setting one of my sinks as a hair washing sink or something like that.
Yeah.
Keeping stuff in it to keep the hair from going down the drain. Yeah. Oh no, I
like one of those hair catchers that they do for dogs.
Well, I had it. I had myself shaved bald so I could donate my hair last December.
Oh yeah, I remember drawing that link to the past picture. And you're like, "Is it too late to tell you I cut my hair?"
Yeah.
Like, oh.
So now we've got the opposite arrangement. Strong Ixion versus perhaps weak Bahamut. Oh, he's immune to having it. This Bahamut is immune to having its turn delayed.
Oh, that's Anna's direction.
Sorry, Anna. It'll grow back in another 8 years. I'm sure we'll see each other then.
Anna's not happy. Oh, I hate. Bahamut is just
cold shrimp of sadness. I'm sorry to feed you the cold shrimp of sadness.
I'm sorry.
Oh, shell, that'll help.
Cold shrimp doesn't set the mood for a good day, does it? Or rather, evening.
I mean, I kind of like cold shrimp. But not when I'm expecting hot shrimp. Not in like a curry or something. If you ever visit me, I'll have a shrimp ring for you.
Yay!
The dipping sauce makes it worth it.
Oh, the Baptist just... Oh.
Ah.
So it's like the cocktail shrimp, for example, just boiled, no flavor kind of thing?
I remember that recipes would call for you to usually boil the shells of the shrimp and stuff to sort of infuse that flavor back into it, or at least put that flavor into the broth. Just cold fishy taste, added lemon. All right.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I always end up finding the shrimp. I don't eat shrimp a lot, but when I do, it's like usually just shrimp. Fried, what I do is I soak it in egg and either like a beer batter or lemon, and then dip it in a mixture of, what is it? Not cornstarch, cornmeal, salt, pepper, garlic, onion, paprika, cayenne pepper. That usually does the trick. Orange juice is always perfect. Pulp or no pulp? Just throwing that out there. Pulp. Yes! Finally, someone gets me! Pulp is the best. I hate this boss battle.
Oh wow. Okay, that's not too bad. Then I can heal up with my magic.
Magic.
Magic. That heals more than the Mega Flare does. That's not bad at all. Never would have thought. I never would have made it through to my first choice against this guy.
I always hate the countdowns because it's like a countdown to death.
Yeah. I guess as long as you use that shield ability, should be okay. Maybe that's what this fight is, just a reminder to make your Aeons use their shield ability.
I haven't really played Final Fantasy 13. I have it, but I haven't played it.
Most of what I remember Bahamut from is the Dorkly skits on YouTube. Oh wow. Did you have to grind summons or something to power them up? Like in this game?
How do you know you mess up when Bahamut is a win?
Oh wow. Well, I mean, in Bahamut and FF4, as early as FF4, had like 2 versions, right? And then in FF7 he had 3 versions. Bahamut, Neo Bahamut, and then Bahamut Zero.
Nope, they leveled up when your character with your character. Which required tons of grinding, but he didn't even make top tier when max. Oh. What's the point of having a summon at that point?
Yeah.
The idea of having a summon is just that extra notch when you need a little bit more power.
Yeah. Like a high... In earlier Final Fantasies, they just counted as like super high cost, slightly more powerful all-target magic. I wonder what they were aiming for with FF13. Did they just... Like, is it part of the story, maybe? Like, that the summoned spirits are just getting weak or something? I don't know.
Or just terrible story writing, because from what I understood, 13 wasn't the best.
Yeah. Tetsuya Nomura's abusing his power at Square. I mean, even when you capture stuff here, they made sure to like, put Tetsuya Nomura's name as a watermark on videos and screenshots that you capture through this. Alright, I see. They act as meat shields.
Well, it comes in handy when you need a meat shield. That moment in a Final Fantasy fight when you have a boss that just kills everything on impact. You're like, summon! Oh, that's a relief.
Ah, there we go. I've thoroughly been reminded to use my Aeon's shield ability.
Stay away.
See, I was stupid. I didn't do that.
There's
That was a
way
hard
to the
fight
surface
when I
up
played
ahead.
that part.
Yeah.
I was a dummy. Don't be a dummy.
Your pilgrimage is over.
That's just with that tone of voice and him going up to him like that. Let's get some spheres done. Oh, I can't. The scene changed.
Yeah. You're now Tita's swimming in the pool and somehow you're okay. I'd recommend saving.
Oh, yes, there was a save ball back there, wasn't there?
Yep.
I vaguely remember a glimpse of it. Alright, what do we got on this sword? Kind of sort of initiative and sensor. Initiative is good. Ooh, what's this? Oh, it's just 2 strengths. Distill ability, which I kind of want. Actually, I probably have lots of ability spheres now. I should probably have something with distill mana on it. But initiative and sensor is good. Just keep that on you. I want you to steal.
There was a section where you were forced to fight with the summon Odin, and he... I can't see.
Wave after wave.
Biggie. Then that...
Aw.
I stink at reading out loud.
So...
I need to work on that.
He's... If I recall, Odin in Final Fantasies is a special condition instant kill. In Final Fantasy VI, they call it diced. And it's an instant kill that works on zombies and undead and stuff that normally magical instant kills don't work. And, yeah, FF6 and FF8 had enemies actually fall apart. Like, slice them, the sprite would slice apart if they were hit by one of Odin's attacks. And there were a couple of other weapons and skills that did that too.
There's no such skill in Final Fantasy XIII. Not that I saw when playing. That sounds disappointing.
Whoa, 1,000 damage against Riku.
Oof.
It'd be nice to have a backup Yuna around now.
Yeah.
So all I can do is haste the people that are alive and have them perform double duty.
It's actually the weakest summon you get. Odin.
Huh. That is really weird. Like, did maybe Nomura have a chip on his shoulder for Odin?
No.
See, Nomura started his run with FF7, and Odin didn't show up there. He was devastating in 8. He did the dice skill in 8. But he was also a hidden fight that you could meet early.
Gosh. That sounds really messed up.
Yeah. I feel like Nomura might have a grudge against him or something. A grudge against Odin.
Or someone higher up was like, you know what? This one. I don't like this one. It's too OP. Make it worse.
Alright, Riku, you're on heal duty. You probably still have about 50 Albed potions left. Just steal from this middle dude.
The designated healer.
Yeah, since she's the Albed in the party. Alright, this dude's charging. Take him out. What sort of specials do you have? You don't have anything elemental, and you don't have any black magic. All you got is haste, slow, and slowga. Might as well slowga. Charging. Is he charging in reaction?
I think so.
So Kimari is the one with scan. Although Riku might have it too. Let's have you either silence or dark. I'm gonna try silence since it's almost guaranteed with a buster. Dead. Okay, that works. 39.
I mean, you don't have to worry about that one.
Yeah. Alright, the rest of you can have darkness. Dark attack. Dead. Okay then. 3,000 of these. Okay, so you want to take out the one in the middle because it has the lowest HP, I guess. Hexacontier. How to spell kills you while you use it after summoning. So you can die in battle from friendly fire. Alexander's a pretty rare appearance too, I think. Alright, save ball, where are you? There you are.
Magical save ball.
Do not look directly at magical save ball.
Staring directly up to it may cause blindness.
Blindness, death, and other side effects.
But remember, when on the verge of death, please visit your local safe spot as soon as possible.
Yes.
And remember to save often.
Save early and save often. Oh, have you seen the sketch? Oh, shoot. It was made by the same guy who made Too Many Cooks, but it's got a really complicated name. It's like Queen Boss Battle Episode 4 or something like that. Final Assault Queen Boss Battle Part 4. And it starts out as this guy let's playing a boss battle in some kind of fictional 3D shooting game. And it just gets weirder and weirder.
I can never line these up.
You have to hit the one before. Like if you could hear my button press, you might be able to see. Yeah, you might be able to get the timing. White magic, Sloga. Hope these guys aren't immune.
And if you have haste, I recommend using that.
Yeah. Haste Sloga all together. And Phoenix Downs. So I just noticed.
Yeah. Riku looks like she's taking a nap.
Riku, I think Riku's spheres, where she starts on the grid, she has the least opportunity to gain health.
But she does make up for it pretty quickly.
Alright.
I mean, considering how late she is in the party.
Yeah. Dark attack.
I think after the fact it's just like, it's a little bit slower. I think it's just to make up for the fact that you get her later on.
Yeah. So this is where I want to steal all my dragon scales. Alright, these guys are all stolen out. Stealed out.
You stole all their stuff.
They're empty. Just 125 damage. Yeah, she's pretty much just good for stealing and using right now.
So definitely a designated healer. The most useless character to the party usually is delegated that duty.
Oh wow, you can mix these rare spheres together. Seems to be some use for this. Let's see if I mix Musk, what happens then? Hyper Null. Wow.
Ooh. That should be something to keep in mind.
Yeah, 2 Musks makes a Hyper Null. Alright, who hasn't been hasted? I think it's just him. At least Waka doesn't have to wipe his nose all the time underwater.
Although if you think about it, if he's wiping his nose for a reason...
Yeah. It's because there's always water in it.
Nice. You know it's a good sign when there's another save point right there.
Yeah. It's just slow swimming. It's really weird the way that they place these save balls. I have to wonder if they just have all their maps laid out in a schematic, and literally just had the game randomly, or had their framework randomly place save points everywhere. 'Cause sometimes it's just like, I really want to save, but there's nowhere nearby. Like, the next save point is half an hour or a whole hour away.
And then there's one next to the other. But there's a reason why this one's so close.
Yeah, there's got to be one before every boss fight at least, or at least, and maybe, I want to say every cutscene, but I know that that's not going to happen.
One can hope. Especially after a failure.
See, these things are modeled after angelfish, aren't they?
They kind of do look like that.
I remember that Splatoon 2 has... Splatoon 2's, oh, what's her name? Pearl is named after something called the Princess Octopus. And it kind of reminds me of the angelfish a bit. Alright, what do we got? What do we got, game?
Is angelfish? No, angelfish are the ones with the little sails. I know what you're talking about, though.
Yeah.
The ones that look cute, but they're supposed to be like vicious little guys.
yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yes. Is it?
What do we have here? I see a treasure chest. So we want to have her steal from the treasure chest, maybe. If it counts as an object in battle. The camera clearly looked right at it. So we're supposed to... So I'm pretty sure... Huh. We're just right back where we were before. Oh, but there's darkness on the boss now. That doesn't make any sense at all.
Take advantage of it.
Yeah. Nice. First hit. Oh. Hits even with darkness. And he gets stoned too. Let's do the use. Oh, med potion? No. It was shattered. Alright. Phoenix Down? Will that help? Will that do the trick? Doesn't look like it'll do the trick. Well, this is
Sea butterfly, that's it.
Oh, it's called a sea butterfly?
Sea butterfly.
Huh.
Thank you. Thank you, Animal Crossing. I think that's what it is because, yeah.
Maybe Scan will give me the answers I'm looking for. Stone Gaze and nasty counterattacks open the gate locks to get some distance. Since it's a zombie, healing magic and items are the way to go. Alright. So, I guess you're just supposed to open the gate locks. I've at least at first. But suddenly he's perfectly fine. Okay, there we go. Now we're on opposite sides of the gates, which helps us somehow.
I mean, the monster's not right there.
Alright, can we slow him? I forgot to check what he was immune to. Let's try slowing him. Let's see. Never cannot strike back. Excellent. Since Waka's here, you can just throw a ball at him. Do I have anything that is... No, I don't. Looking for something immune to stone. That ain't happening on her. Can she steal, or will that be too far away? Yeah, too far away. She's trying to swim through the gate. Oh no! She did go over there and steal! She just swam through the gate to steal from him. Weird.
That'll work.
That is really weird. White magic haste. You. And he's got darkness on him. Let's try throwing an X potion at him. How much damage will that do? Oh! 10,000. Alright, let's just throw another one and be done with this fight. There.
Like that.
Didn't need to worry about those gates at all. Just if you have 2 X potions, use those.
Good to note. That I'm already past this point. But good to note for future references.
Yeah. Gain some SLVs and a black magic sphere. And break knuckles. Can break some knuckles with some break knuckles.
Maybe Yuna could be a little less helpless. With black magic sphere.
Yeah.
You're all right? We were so worried. It's good to have you back.
Thank you.
They kind of skipped the part where they actually get back together.
I know. It's like, just magically there.
Was it... Like, I'm wondering if there's a deleted scenes DVD that I should be looking at.
Mm-hmm.
Alright,
This guy.
Julie. Send this ghost.
Oh.
Send Mr. Flatface while you're at it.
Poor Mr. Flatface. He never had a chance.
Why you?
I have saved him. He was a man who craved power. And great power he had, but he feared losing it. Trembling at unseen enemies, he spent his days scheming petty schemes. Chased by his fears, never knowing rest.
That guy was scheming?
You see, now he
What?
has no worries.
Mr. Flatface was apparently scheming? I thought he was being as subservient as he could be.
Eternal. Death is a sweet slumber. All the pain of life is gently
Never trust a
swept
Flatface.
away. Yes. So you see, if all life were to end,
Although,
this
never trust someone with hair that absurd either.
Hair with handlebars.
Do you not agree?
Yes!
That, Yuna, is why I
Like,
need
you could seriously work out with that kind of hair. It's got that much
Come with
sturdy,
me.
like, pull.
the lost city of the dead. With
Could pull
death
cars
on
with
our
his
side,
neck.
We will save
Yes.
Spira, and for this, I I will take from you your strength, Yuna, your life, and become the next
Just
Sin.
wondering how long it takes to style it like that.
Save it.
I thought it was
You're
genetic.
totally nuts.
It just has a genetic tendency to end up like that.
So just like a Saiyan thing.
Yeah.
Just once you're born with it, it's just a done deal.
Yeah, like that's how he wakes up.
Unpleasant.
Yeah, I
Very
bet
well.
that's the case.
I will give you your death. You seem to want it so.
And when did we rejoin with Kimari? It would have been nice to use him in some of these fights. I think Kimari is has the highest sphere level of the party. Rawr, rawr.
No. It's kind of weird how he always has hair on his face too, like, I don't know.
Like veins of hair.
Yes! But I guess it's the Guado kind of look.
Yeah.
Run! Protect
Just
Yuna!
stuff on the face.
Go!
No way!
No,
I'm
you're our
fighting!
friend. We will fight beside you.
I said go!
But friendship.
Saving the world through the power of friendship. Isn't that usually how most animes go?
Yeah.
I just want to see one anime where the power of friendship just crumbles everything.
He's a guardian.
Oh, I'm sure there's
Everything.
more than a few.
Orin!
That's
After
right.
all, subverting the trope is
We're
part of the
all
trope
guardians.
Too.
Yeah.
True,
You
true.
know what that
true,
means? Yuna, anywhere you go, I'll follow.
Anywhere I go.
Yeah? Anywhere.
I remember seeing Madoka
Let's go!
Magica,
Yeah.
Hey,
and
Kamari!
it was like the magical girl genre, but
Hey, wait for me!
you know, it was a darker twist. I'm like, why don't people go this route? Because it's a little bit more than, yeah, we got
I'll go
magical
too.
powers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, but that magic has to come at some cost. Especially if it's coming from a creepy, beady-eyed, bunny-looking thing.
QB.
You're quite popular these days.
Not right.
Anything you want,
It's a Walker. Not to be confused with Walker.
Oh, God.
Lots of these, lots of these, lots of these. I don't need those, but they might mix into interesting things. I can certainly spend 1,000 each.
Trader or not?
Don't you wish you could say that in real life?
I can certainly spend 1,000 on each of these.
Yep. Oh, that's the dream.
Hold on, Kamari!
These guys are kinda tough, aren't they? Can I put Kimari in here? No, I can't. But I can put Riku in here. And... things that attack everybody. This,
The leg thingies.
this maybe?
You could probably have her steal.
Oh, right, yeah, stealing from these guys kills them instantly, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. I would recommend it from the leggy ones.
The leggy ones.
What exactly would you call them?
They are leggy ones. See, while we have these two up, let's darken them. If we may. Oh, it doesn't get darkened. Bounce!
Point. I love how they hit him, just like, it's more of a whack.
Yeah. They whack wacka.
Yep. Whack wacka.
See, that thing in the back does something devastating if it's the only one on the field, right?
Oh. I would have recommended, I know this is late, but recommended doing that to Riku.
Yeah.
I
Special.
know. A little late there. And if you get a chance to cast haste again,
Yeah.
right on Riku since she can steal and whatnot.
Yeah. Which one's going next? This one's going next. Okay, it can be darkened. It's just got a low chance.
I guess that makes sense.
And apparently they're not Machina enough that for Steel to be an instant kill.
Ah.
And that one's in the back row, so it can't be stolen from anyway.
Ow.
Although they do give remedies, and I think 20 remedies can put a good ability on your weapon or armor. So there's a couple options here. Scan them, see what you got. Forbidden Machina, secretly used. If it's the last enemy standing, it throws a mean thrust kick that ejects the target from battle. So we don't want... Oh, they don't let you use Kimari here, so that you can't just thrust kick these guys out of battle. Let's see, immunities a whole lot, but not immune to dark. And is it immune to threaten? It is immune to threaten, okay. Because I know in the fights leading up to the Bavel Temple, there were some monsters saying that some were recommending that you threaten. Some scans were recommending that you threaten them.
You threaten the Machina.
Yeah.
Darn it! No. No way! I'd imagine that's the equivalent of smacking a computer screen. Saying you're gonna toss it in the, garbage if it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Or at least the equivalents. I hate all this Machina. They are tedious.
Red potion. Actually, right now, anyone who can special use is a better healer than Yuna. Because Yuna only has Yuna's prey is her only cure everyone, and it's not that powerful.
She doesn't have Cura or Curacra?
She has oh, she does have Cura, but that's still only a single target.
I think Curagra is the 3.
Yeah. Oh, I'm immune to power break. Oh, but low HP. Not so bad.
There we go.
Oh yeah, I should probably do some sphere gridding, so that I have some levels built up.
Yay!
Move you 1, 2, 3. Two more. So what's the next thing you learn? Next thing you'll learn is in the middle of this delay buster. Alright, so that's basically Ixion's ability. Now, Riku has a couple of options here. Move her over here, she can fill in those 3. So we might be able to put a blank one here. Health? Yeah, giving her health would probably be a good idea. Activate Activates white magic node already used by an ally. Okay, so she can learn other people's spells with these.
Ooh.
Huh. I kind of want to give her Sloga, but I think giving her max HP might be the best idea right now.
Sloga or haste or haste. Well,
yeah, I have to learn Hastega first.
Yeah, that one's a great one.
Does Titus learn it?
Yes.
Okay. So if I just keep him on his current course.
Yep. It'll basically just make it where you cast haste on everyone. Which does come in handy. But, oh my gosh, it saps magic.
Yeah. So I guess putting some MP spheres on his blanks would probably be best for him. Do I have a level 4? I think I might have a level 4. Let's just hover over here. These are luck, aren't they? This is luck for 2 points. I don't know if it's worth it. Yeah, I should probably save my level 4 for that one ability that's locked by like 4 level 4 spheres.
Yeah. Is it really worth it for luck?
Yeah, what does luck do? Because there's not really many opportunities to put points into luck.
Luck is just luck.
Normally I like luck, but it seems like it's a pretty big investment in this game.
Yeah, it's more of a, do I really want to chance it for this?
Like, is it the chance of enemies dropping items? Or is it critical hits?
You know what? I'm looking this up.
Alright.
What does luck do? There we go.
Because it doesn't seem like something you'd want to put anything into on your first playthrough.
Luck affects evasion, accuracy, the character's chance of critically hitting, and the enemy's chance of critically hitting.
Okay.
So, just basic tactics and whatnot. Stuff that evasion could usually take care of.
Does she have a luck sphere? No. Let's see, a level 2 key sphere that goes into physical attack, which she doesn't use. Is that everyone? Yeah, that's everyone. And formation. So I do want to put Yuna somewhere. But I really like everyone who's there. Maybe this. We just have to walk down this long hallway to see Seymour at the end. He's just gonna
sitting there.
Yeah.
Sitting pretty.
Minions, do the work for me.
Yeah.
Oh, right, I wanted to give her that break fist, although he's gonna probably immune to break. Still power sensor, since her lightning strikes don't touch. Lightning strike, maybe? Can't see an arrow. There it is.
Poor Riku. Always the one being knocked out.
These guys are slowed. Put some haste on Yuna. Steal, use cheer. Cheer is always good. Raises everyone's attack and defense.
So basically, luck.
Yeah. Physical stats up.
Mm-hmm.
smoke bomb, maybe? Hazardous shell. Darkens everyone.
And 2 of them are immune. But they got hit.
Yeah, they're immune to other stuff, but they got hit by darkness. I really think R1 would do better here. Just because we need physical attack power.
Yeah, the muscle. And plus, him tag teaming with Titus usually, I don't know, makes things go quicker.
Yeah.
Next time you get around, maybe try casting haste on. Well, I think you're good. Maybe.
Slow and haste last for the entire battle, don't they?
I think it does wear off after a while, but I don't remember. I think it wears off if someone dies and you have to revive them. Well, yeah, more than I think.
I like that if you put a buff on someone and swap them out, then when you swap them back in, they'll still have the buff.
Yeah. Darn this encounter rate!
Oh, I don't want to have to use an ether, because I'm right next to a save ball. Actually, let's try fleeing. Escape. Can we escape? Trip.
I hate it when that happens. As long as one person's out, you not have to worry about a game over.
Alright. So can I do is there a shortcut to escaping if I just press the shoulder buttons? No. Not these two. Not those two. That used to be the shortcut for escaping battle.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty much an all-around, well, starting from the SNES.
Yeah. Yeah, the first 3 had a formal flee command. Mm-hmm. But yeah, once you have shoulder buttons, squeeze them to run from battle.
Yep. It kind of makes sense. Like when you were ready to flee, you're clenching to the side of the controller, so it's like, okay.
Come on.
Oh, I'm fleeing.
Ooh, we can talk to him. Alright, what do you got to say?
So, you too seek freedom from this painful life?
You talk too much, Seymour.
I told you to talk.
It is good to see you again, Lady Yuna, but you don't seem pleased.
I'll only be pleased when you're gone to the far plane.
Am I not pretty enough for you, Yuna?
It's always the pretty ones. Sorry if you hear that. That's my AC kicking in.
Alright. No, I didn't hear anything.
Okay.
I will guess that he'll use shock next. Probably guessing wrong, but that's okay. Desperado. Oh, I did guess right. Multi-Thundara. Somehow it got around null shock. Unless Desperado clears that out. In which case it might be better to try and cast Shell instead. Oh, there's 2 targets. That's why he gets 2 turns. Didn't notice that. Alright, let's try attacking this.
Yeah, one is like his healer, and the
Yeah.
other is him.
Yeah, Seymour Natus behind Mortivati.
Yeah, I think it's best to get rid of his healing cap and yeah.
So let's try casting Shell. Maybe Desperado won't cancel that out. So he doesn't seem to notice. So I've done Luck, I've done Jinx. Lance, no, he doesn't get me. Let's see what else might be potentially useful here. Oh yeah, I can stack up on Shell and protect maybe.
He was really low on health.
Yeah. Alright, we'll just use the outlet potion. Everyone can use healing. Regular old fire. Oh, but it's a multi-hit.
I would say use an Aeon, but it's kind of useless on these fights.
Yeah. Oh, whoops. I'm kind of waiting for Grand Summon to show up, because then I could just summon and immediately use the super. White magic. Let's see. Let's have Shell. Let's put Shell on you as well.
Oh wait, he's got... Okay. I was thinking protect. I'm like, wait, he has Shell on! That could cause problems.
You can put Shell and Protect on the same character, right?
I'm not sure if he'd have to do a protect then Shell. I'm not sure. I don't trust it with a magic shield.
Mortive absorption. Ah, okay. It's the shield that heals by pulling out Seymour's HP, which is kind of weird.
Kind of stupid, too.
Yeah.
It just helps me, just occasionally sucking my own life from me. No big deal.
I had too much of that stuff anyway.
Seymour is like the cockroach of this game. He just keeps coming back. Even after death. Death cannot stop this man. I don't know. One of those characters that are too stubborn to die.
Yeah.
Even after death.
Killed him.
What now?
He's so stubborn he wouldn't die if you killed him.
Multiple times.
I wonder if these grenades are still any good. Nah, not really.
I mean, something.
Yeah. I mean, they're probably best saved for Riku's mix ability. Let's see. It looks like... It's hard to tell who's hasted and who's not. I could swear I cast haste at least once before. You. In most drastic need of healing, nobody. Everyone's doing pretty close to full. Let's put... Who doesn't have Shell? Yuna. Okay. Desperado undo haste? It did.
Oh.
So Desperado undoes all of your good stuff.
Probably best to do that, as she's the white mage.
Yeah. And it's the mortar body that does it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I can learn anything from it, but I can cast Scan. Shattering Claw hits petrified characters. You are the Desperado, which inflicts damage and negates any magical augmentations. Alright.
That makes sense.
Not particularly weak against anything, so just hit it with everything you got.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, try to keep everyone alive.
Yep.
Shell is still very tempting, because it halves the damage from his magic.
Yep.
We have the Grand Summon available. Let's bring Bahamut in. Mega Flare. Overkill? Not overkill. At least not on that. Oh, that thing doesn't die. It just keeps mortar absorbing.
Yep. Well, that's a good thing, though.
Yeah. Oh, it just straight up kills the summon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, what I want to do is use... Sometimes it's difficult to remember that.
Mm-hmm.
For her... What can I do? I think Shell's probably my best bet still. Even if it does get cancelled out by something.
Yeah.
It's nice having it on.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got 16,000, you're at less than half, and you're... This guy's protected, but this guy's not. That's kind of interesting. Oh, and its maximum HP goes down.
Yep. That's why I'm like, keep attacking that one.
Alright.
Because eventually it's gonna leech out all the HP.
Alright.
Oh no.
Soft. I know I've got some soft in here. Let's... Might be a good time to check to see if I have a stone ward. Or stone proof. No, just elemental. Even with the elemental wards, it doesn't seem to do much against that magic.
Yeah.
Skill, special... Stolen? Nothing to steal. Okay. Prey won't help. Actually, Prey might. Yeah, when they're near maximums, yeah. Right now, it might be best just to cure Kimari.
Mm-hmm.
Attack doesn't do that much. Maybe Lancet. Steal his stolen health. Oops, that was her. I thought it was him.
Yeah, that did a lot of damage.
Yeah.
24.
Remedy?
think it's not.
Espinal red potion. Tetra elemental. That's new.
Yeah, it's always best to get them, you know, to cure him from that as soon as possible, because I think what he does, he'll turn them to stone and then break them.
Yeah, the Shattering Claw. I noticed the first time that he used some kind of stone ability, the Shattering Claw followed, but it hit the wrong target, luckily.
Yep.
Break also seems to undo any good effects.
Much like the Desperado.
Yeah. Still, if I want to keep the fighters up, probably best to keep that on them. Although now, if he's just casting Break and banking and gambling on the Shattering Claw to do its thing, then you might not need to keep Shell on them, unless Shell also protects them from Break. One. Scorpion Shield just had 1 HP at the time. 2380. Ooh. Oh yeah, now he's using Flare. Attacking the mortar body for almost 1,000. It was a little over 1,000 just a second ago. If I could slow them. Oh, they're both immune to it.
Usually most bosses you can't, sadly.
Yeah, there was that one dragon boss that we were fighting on the airship. That you could slow it down, but it would immediately react with haste.
It's like, oh, you want me to play that game? Here we go.
Yeah. Everyone's pretty good. Oh, wait. Some health. See how that flare is pretty devastating. probably best if I attack both. See, if that thing has Kura, then that kind of means that it has magic to lose.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning that Lancet should take care of it. Tempted to try a summon.
Unless if you've got the grand summon, I wouldn't.
Alright.
Because he will automatically just banish it. It's best to wait until you can do that big attack.
Alright. Oh! Reduce HP of all enemies by half. I'm guessing this won't work, but it's worth a try. Give me it.
Of course.
Let's see. Flare is not physical, so cheer wouldn't help. Maybe if I bring in Lulu. Focus. It's special. Yeah, special focus. So nobody needs Cure now. Well, Shell on Kimari should be fine. And Kimari. He can do a group attack when his overdrive is full. Lulu doesn't have anything group yet. Just focus and reflex. But black magic in general should deal about 1,000 damage, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 1225.
Yeah. I wonder how much HP does he have?
I'm just thinking he's got to be close to death by now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, technically he gains about 200 HP every time he absorbs now. Or, yeah, about 200 HP. I'll have to wait until it's a turn for someone with Sensor on their weapon. He doesn't seem to be casting Desperado anymore.
Mm-mm. Maybe it's too much MP.
Maybe.
Same with Petrify.
Yeah, he swapped out his Petrify for Flare.
Mm-hmm. Which I would say that's less annoying.
Although it doesn't look like Kura is strong enough to compensate.
Mm-hmm.
Even with Shell on.
Maybe swap Kamari out? Or not?
I'm just thinking about who, though.
What about Aurum?
Yeah, he's got a piercing weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Might do the trick. It's Horn Walker. Horn Walker. And maybe Magic Break on Seymour.
Oh wow.
Oh, even 1,000 damage even on Lula. Good thing she has SOS regen. For all the 200 HP she's gotten from that.
Yeah.
So why just did everyone doesn't know?
How much was Seymour at? Oh.
She didn't have a scanning weapon. I think only Kimari had the scanning weapon.
It showed the HP.
Oh, did it? Oh.
Yeah.
No, it only shows it for the mortar body. I'll have to swap out Kimari again so that I can cast scan.
Usually it does show the HP. Huh.
Yeah, if you have sensor on your weapon or if you've cast scan on the target. I just forgot to cast scan on him, I guess. So still 13,000. Weak against nothing in particular. See, this one is just spin the stick.
Probably wouldn't hurt also trying to do attacks that attack Seymour as well.
Yeah.
I mean, while you...
Oh! He talks too.
Although he was not the man I once knew, Keenock was still my friend, Seymour. You will pay for his death!
Is Keenock the Flatface?
Yep. I mean, as long as you can hit him for more than what that thing heals him for.
Ah, yeah. Okay.
But also, I would say focus on the thing. I don't know.
Let's see, 1673. Oh, but he didn't use Cure this time.
Maybe it's wearing him down.
Maybe we've actually run out the MP of that shield. Mortar body. Oh no, there it goes.
Ah. Dang it.
1201. Oh, of course, that was Yuna. Wasn't supposed to be Yuna.
A whopping 16.
The little indicator arrows, like, I don't look... I'm probably supposed to look at the little highlight on the lower right, but I'm looking at the characters and I'm looking for a little indicator arrow above their head. And sometimes that indicator arrow is so small or it blends into the background so well that you just kind of figure it's the other character.
Yeah.
.760. So she's the most immune to magical damage.
I guess that makes sense. Ooh, orange, that is,
Oh yeah.
It.
And so he's got a thing that attacks everybody too, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's doing okay. Let's put a shell on Aura. Bushido damages all enemies. The mortar body is just that, like, second player encounter that keeps dying and stealing your lives.
Mm-hmm. You just gotta find a way to whittle down the health.
Yeah. He's down to 8,000 now, so we brought him down to halfway from when we last checked.
Mm-hmm.
Gained 2,000 since then. Gotta put some speed spheres into Oren's character.
Oh, maybe get to some cast haste.
Oh yeah, yeah. Now that Desperado isn't quite such a thing anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But who to replace?
I would say swap Lulu out for Tidus quickly, and then cast haste on him. Unless you want to keep Tidus there, I was gonna say.
Yeah, I might just keep him there.
Okay.
Because I mean, he seems faster than Lulu.
Mm-hmm.
She's running out of magic.
Right.
Time to bring in some ethers.
Mm-hmm.
It's Kura. Everyone's pretty okay, actually. Let's use the Prey skill. I kind of wish it worked the way that it did in the FF4 and its remake. In that it would restore a little bit. It would restore 10% of your maximum HP and MP.
Mm-hmm. Yuna's getting close to her limit.
Yeah. Oh, now he's using Desperado.
Dang it! Oh, that was worth a shot.
Yeah.
Well,
it's not bad. I could just recast haste on him.
Yeah.
And we do have that Grand Summon available.
Mm-hmm.
Which might be enough to finish this fight. Sure, we'll use Shiva this time.
Shiva's a good one.
Why do you have a cape? You think I want to be this cold?
It's kind of your fault for being in a bikini. Finally!
That expression. No!
The longest battle, gosh.
4 levels for Auron.
Mm-hmm.
And an ice ball for Waka.
We escaped with our skins intact, but Yuna lost something. I could already tell her faith was shaken. Yevon had betrayed her.
What do you expect? She was forced to be married to that thing.
Something, anything.
Flatface died.
But nothing came.
Poor Flatface.
I was just as lost as she was. And then...
She was put on trial. An unfair trial of that. And then the guy that she was trying to marry was like, yeah,
clear.
I'm dead.
Yeah.
We will have to avoid Bevel in the future.
Yeah, I'd like to avoid Bevel in the future, too.
Yuna.
Said you wanted to be alone.
Oh, so tired.
Of course.
Oh yeah, we've been going for over 2 hours. Almost 2.5.
Yep.
Good thing there's a save ball here. So we can take this up next time.
We leave it, Gabe.
Walker, get out of the way. I'm trying to talk to the save ball. Walker!
Maybe you should...
Save ball! Why can't I save ball?
I can't just think.
Maybe...
There we go.
There we go.
Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll catch you next time. If you're here, or if you like that video, then hit that like button. And if you really like that video, hit the really like button. And if you hate the video, then share it with all your internet friends so they can hate it too. This has been Cumulative and Very Random Butterfly.
Bye.
Playing Final Fantasy X. See you next time!
Bye.